The deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Shelton J. Think About It Radio. Another day, another great day. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Money Mondays. Excited about yet another show. My co-host, Miss Davis, cannot be on with me tonight. Prior obligation. So you got Shelton J live and in color. And you know how I roll. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. I know it just got started, but I hope it's absolutely awesome. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much for everything. For the love, for the support, for the kind words, everything, man. I thank you guys very much. I want to give a special shout out to all the people that showed up at the Economic Conference in Crockett, Texas. Shout out. On Saturday, we had a great event. We shared some great information, had some great hosts on the panel that were very, very courteous with their time, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Everybody that showed up, I hope you were fed information that was valuable to you. And again, I said first annual Economic Conference, meaning there will be another, there will be more, there will be more, there will be more, because there is more to do, not less to do, there's more to do. Can you dig it? Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. This is Money Mondays, where we have financial conversations, where we talk about credit, we talk about budgets, we talk about finances, we talk about attitudes toward money. We talk about what are we willing to do? What steps are we implementing? Are we doing enough to pay attention to our personal portfolios, if you will? So we share a lot of information here, and hopefully there's practical information that you guys can use and you can take on with you every day. And because, again, I want people from 8 to 80 years old to gain knowledge from the Money Monday show that are being presented with you guys, because I do these things from my heart. And I really, really wish that and hope that people are helped by what we have to say. Get right into it. We talked about budgets, right? For this month, for this season, for this summer. Let's start working on a budget, right? Write down what you have coming in. Your income, your total income, every amount of money that comes into your household, write it down, and then write how much goes out. Every bill, every liability, everything that you have to spend money on, write that out, and then see what's left, and then look at that balance and look at that difference, and see is anything in that left over. You know, I'm assuming that you're going to have something left over, right? Okay, with this budget, assuming if you have something left over, what are you doing with that money, right? You know, we talk about setting a budget, making a budget. Now you see what's going out, what's coming in. We have a balance that's left over. Say you have $300 left after you've paid everybody and done everything and all that. What do you do with those funds? What do you do with that $300? Do you save it? Do you invest it? Do you just be glad that I had $300 left this time? That was funny. I'm going to laugh myself. That was a hand clap right there. That was funny. But anyway, what I'm saying is that what do you do with the extra that's left? You know, how is your money working for you? Because we get up every day, if we're working at jobs and corporations, we go work for this money every day. If you're an entrepreneur and in business for yourself, we go to work every day. What are we doing with the leftover? Are we investing in ourselves? You know, do we trust ourselves enough to invest in ourselves and do something that's going to help us in our future? And if we happen to pass away, you know, then something that's going to help our offspring. You know, what are we doing to give ourselves a fighting chance in this economic race, if you will, right? Because we know that the cost of living goes up all the time, but sometimes what you bring home doesn't go up. So you have to be able to give yourself a cushion out here, you know, to position yourself in the thing. So ask yourself, am I doing enough? Am I paying enough attention to my bottom line? And what can I do better? Sorry, guys, had to get some more water real quick. But the goal is to have a picture, if you will, right, of your own financial outlook, and then looking at that picture, because we're visual, right? We want to look at it. And looking at that picture, what can you say to yourself? What can I do better for myself? What can I do to invest 100 of that 300, 50 of it, 40? What can you put to the side of whatever is left over? Again, to build yourself a savings account, an investment portfolio, if you will. I'm not a professional stock guy, but there's an app that I like that I'm working with and I'm dealing with. It's called the Robinhood app, and I like the app because it gives you the stocks and the information, and then you can pick the stocks. You can set your watch list, and what I like about the app is free. The trading is free. The trading on the app is free. You make free trades, on the app. And so it doesn't cost you like a Fidelity and things of those other nature, those other little apps on there. So I like it. Do your research. Check it out. It's a Robinhood app. I believe it's probably Robinhood.com. That's something just give you an idea where stocks are. And if you want to go to like Yahoo Finance, TD Ameritrade, they have different sites. Fidelity have different sites also. Nadex, they have sites as well. Nadex.com. So there's all kind of different resources on here for beginning in stock investments and what kind of investments that are good to go for. So again, that's just my advice in reference to the stock part of it, as far as building you a little portfolio that way. Or you can just put it in an interest-bearing savings account if stocks is not your thing, right? But what I'm simply saying about the stocks and stuff is that we watch how these money and its finance goes up and down. If we have an AT&T phone, but we don't own any AT&T stock. We have a Verizon phone, but we don't own any Verizon stock. Those companies are making money off us. Why not make money off some of those companies? Just from that point of view, if you're able to do that, if you have, again, you have the your finances in order, you have all your bills taken care of, you have stuff left over to invest. If you choose to go that route, and you have a substantial amount saved up that you can, basically it's free money. Like if I do lose or if nothing goes well with this investment, it's not a bad thing. You're not hurting yourself to do it. But if you do the research and be solid in your due diligence and the research, you won't make investments that are going to hurt yourself though. And like I said, that's why I always encourage everyone just to do the research when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is that I want you guys to just really focus on what matters to yourself, what matters to your family, what's going to give you a better overall picture. Because we see so many people on just on a continual basis, very stressed out when it comes to money, very stressed out when it comes to finances, and because they feel like they just can't make it. But again, if you put it on paper, we're talking budget, right? Look at it. You'll be able to just either be approved or be surprised with what you're doing, or absolutely be dismayed of how much money that may be going out that you don't know about. So we have to give ourselves a fighting chance. We have to give ourselves a position to be the head and not the tail, to be the lender and not the borrower, right? We have to be able to put ourselves in those kind of positions. But again, only you know your situation. But one thing I know about credit and bad credit especially, right? It doesn't care about your gender, your financial situation, anything. And so you end up paying so much more if we don't pay attention to our budget, if we don't pay attention to our credit, right? If we don't pay attention to those things that can really hurt us financially, we have to pay attention. We pay attention to everything else. If you go to work, you're making sure that you pay attention to the task at hand, right? But when you get off work, how much time are you putting into your own particular business, which is you? Because you are the CEO of your own company, right? You're the boss of yourself. So how much work are you putting in your company when you leave the company that pays you, what are you putting into it? What kind of work are you putting into it? And you'll be surprised once you start purposely putting time and attention toward how much am I spending? How much am I saving? How much am I budgeting? What does my credit look like? Am I doing something to improve it? If my situation needs improvement, again, you'll be surprised of the results that you'll see once you start paying attention and getting focused on that particular area. Now, I'm not saying ignore other areas, but I'm saying if this particular area is being ignored, then that needs attention as well. And then you can just have a well-balanced life and well-balanced portfolio as well. And it just takes steps. It just takes baby steps, Use the resources, there's so many of them out there. There's so many investment videos out there. There's so many financial budgeting videos out there. There's so much help out there. There's so much information out there to help your situation. So if you don't know there's ways of knowing. If you need to know something, if you have a particular question for me, then it's all good. thinkaboutradio@yahoo.com. Shoot me an email. I'll be sure to try to answer the question for you, because and if I don't know the answer, I would try to find the answer for you. I try to give you some kind of resource or connect you with a resource that can maybe possibly answer that question for you. Speaking of resources, I'm excited about a new affiliate business relationship that I have as well. More information is coming soon, but it's going to be in reference to another source as far as credit improvement as well, to where you go through them if you have issues with your credit. If you have issues, 7-day trial is I believe it's $19. And then $59 a month after then. The maximum, I believe they said in the program, is around 6 months. It's around 6 months of the typical program. So that's just another resource as well that'll help as far as credit is concerned, improvement. It's an affiliate relationship that I've established with a company called the Credit People. The company is called the Credit People. And I'll have more information of that soon. And I have links that I'll be sharing as well. If you choose to use the service or refer it to anyone that you think may benefit from it, I found it to be a good service as well. And anybody that you hear on Think About It Radio or that you hear me deal with are very good companies that I've done the research on, and I like having those affiliate business relationships with those companies, because it's all about helping the people and giving knowledge and information to the people at an affordable price that's going to make them benefit from some of their, benefit from knowing or benefit from having those relationships. So I'm just very grateful for every business relationship that I've established as Think About It Radio to be able to aid the community and really give people a solid platform out here any way that they possibly can. So there'll be more information coming to that soon in reference to that affiliate relationship. And also probably going to be recruiting people and trying to get people to, do the referral as well to it if they see it, if they see fit. So basically it's something that you can share with the people if it works for you. Again, if this particular resource works for you, definitely something that I will have further information on in the future. I encourage you guys just to keep moving forward. I encourage you guys just to keep being the best version of you that you can possibly be every day. I encourage you all to keep your head up and keep your chest out and walk tall. Even if you're standing 5'6", even if you're standing 5'1", stand tall, walk tall, because you're made by greatness. Let your energy vibrate high. Let your days be joyful. Let your talk be purposeful. Let your walk show something. Affiliate with people in your life and in your network of people that's going to lift you up. That's not going to pull you down. That's not going to break you down. That's not going to kill your dreams. That's not going to kill your goals. Keep your mind right. Keep your focus. Keep your energy levels high. Right? All these things that are spoken about on Think About It Radio. Go back and listen to all the shows. All about encouragement. I do this for encouragement. I do this because I'm grateful for God for the opportunity to be able to get on the microphone and talk and bless and encourage some people with some positive information. If you like it, share it, communicate, give it to the people that you think that can use it. If your financial situation is great and everything is groovy with your financial situation, if everything is groovy with your financial situation, then please at least share the information with someone that you think that can use it. Because one thing about finance, bad finances, bad situations, bad credit, no one is exempt. It doesn't discriminate. So Think About It Radio is all about what can I do? What can my business partners do? What can my affiliates do to help improve your situation in any way possible? I thank you all very much for listening to the shows, taking a few minutes, showing love to the shows, sharing the shows. It's important. It's important to me. Shout out, man, to everybody, every person out there following their dream, following their heart, following that spirit, following that positive energy, following in it, and being a leader amongst the people that they're around. Shout out.